Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to another HGA Impact Report. I'm Trevor Nelson, HGA Fundraising. Continue to check us out every Wednesday. We'll be dropping some pods with guests in between. But every Wednesday, you're going to want to come for the good news, the HGA Impact Report with yours truly. Today is no different. We're going to be talking about year-end asks and, of course, anything fundraising. Maybe share a success story or two. So do me a favor, Bailey. Hit the music. Hey everybody, thanks so much. Trevor Nelson with another HGA Impact Report. We're talking about year-end asks, and that seems to be a very, very common topic at the end of the year. We're past Giving Tuesday. I know it's a big hump for everybody to get over in the nonprofit world. I'm certainly thankful that we're past that because we're big believers in having folks and inviting folks to give year-round, as a matter of fact. So anyway, glad you're all at this point at the end of the year. And do us a favor, quick plug for our weekly webinar series. Join us noon Central every Thursday for the HGA free webinar series. Awesome guests, awesome content. This is not your grandmother's webinar. We have interactive Q&A with all of our attendees. And you can watch any previous episode recording on our YouTube channel. Do us a favor, check that out. Go to the HGA Fundraising YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Leave us a comment. We'll get to that and answer any question you might have. So check out a full catalog of all of our free webinar content on the HGA YouTube channel. So getting to year-end asks and talking to folks about and inviting them, which is the terminology that we use, which actually I'm giving away some of the webinar content, really, really takes the hooks out, so to speak. Inviting folks to participate in giving is exactly the outlook and the approach that we advise with every nonprofit that will listen to us. So you're making an invitation to be a part of something, to make an investment in your mission at the end of the year. This practice will actually work any time of the year that we're developing. So let's say you have an event coming up and you want to engage, some of your top donors, for instance. You can definitely use this process for that. But I want to go ahead and tell you, we take a 4-step communication process when it comes to asking for participation and inviting participation with your top donors, with any donor in between. And that is what? What are you going to say? What message are you going to convey? Let's just say it's a year-end ask and you have a match challenge and you're asking your top 10 donors for $10,000 a piece. What are you going to say to them? That would be, hey, we're running the campaign. This is what we've done. This is what we're doing with the money. And this is our plan on how we're going to use the money, what we're going to be doing. For instance, in 2024, if your job and your mission is every $1,000 we raise, we send a child to camp, for instance. Okay, well, we're raising $10,000. That's going to send 10 kids to camp. This year we sent 50. Next year we want to send 125. So that's the kind of messaging that you want to get across to folks that you're talking to in this context. So what? Who? I just use an example, maybe a big capital campaign, your top 10 donors, folks that have a lot of resources, a lot of access, a lot of money, so to speak. So who? Target who you're going to be talking to when it comes to any campaign, especially your year-end ask. How are you going to go about it? Well, in this situation with this illustration, we advise using the telephone. Pick up the telephone or maybe meet that person, that donor, in person. So really, really powerful. The most powerful fundraising tool that you have, as a matter of fact, is your phone. So pick up the phone, make that invitation, tell folks what you're doing and what you plan on doing. And then lastly, when? When is a good time? Well, right now is a great time, for instance. But I want to tell you, $2.6 trillion. This is a really fun reminder for everyone that's raising money, just to realize how much money is truly in the system. $2.6 trillion will be given by U.S. citizens alone in the United States to nonprofits in 2023. $2.6 trillion. Okay. Let that sink in for a second. The last 10 days of 2023, 10% of that money will be given. So in the last 10 days of 2023, 10% of $260 billion will be donated in the United States alone. So when you're thinking that you're pushing a big boulder uphill and, oh, geez, maybe the economy this and the economy that, and just realize there's a tremendous amount of money in the system. We've been saying this for years now. Trust that. Once again, $2.6 trillion will be given in the United States alone this year. In the last 10 days, that's when 10% of it will be given. So hopefully that encourages you and motivates you a little bit to pick up the phone, make that ask, make that invitation. It's a lot easier to invite folks to give and participate and invest in your organization and your mission than it is to ask people for money. If you love asking people for money, good on you, and you're going to do really, really well in this space. If it's not something that you wake up in the morning and jump, for joy about doing, let's just reverse engineer it and talk about inviting folks to participate. Once again, our four-part communication strategy. What what is our message? What is our mission's message going to be? Who? Who are we going to target with this message? It could be your entire donor database. Maybe you're going to put out a big email blast and a social media campaign or a direct mail piece or all the above. That's fine too. Okay. How? How are you going to do it? Okay. How are you going to do it? Is it going to be over the telephone? Are you going to send a text message because you have a personal relationship with one of your top donors? Email blast, direct mail, all the above. Okay. How are you going to do it? And then when? They say a lot in business, timing is everything. I think you could probably apply that to life. We can also apply that to fundraising. The time is now. Timing is important, it's imperative. Do it now. Start those conversations right away. This is your friendly reminder and encouragement from HGA to do just that. And if you have any questions about how we go about it, our communication strategy, if you just want to talk to someone about your strategy or scripting or outlook or marketing or anything, do us a favor. Go to hjafundraising.com, click on the free coaching button. We'll spend 30 minutes, an hour with you, talking it through with you. Jason and I and our entire team are available for these coaching sessions. They're absolutely free. They come with no strings attached, as most of our information does. We give away our best information for free, but yeah, if you want to talk through any of these ideas, we're very, very easy to reach. And you can do that once again by going to hgafundraising.com, click on the free coaching button, because we're happy to help. So I hope that helps everybody in this season of giving, year-end asks. It's been a real fun couple of weeks for us talking about this. Once again, reminder, we're going to have our webinar every Thursday, but especially this Thursday, talking about year-end asks and taking the fear out of fundraising. Very, very easy to sign up. So please share this if you get any value out of it with anyone in your network, any folks that are raising money in the nonprofit space, anyone that, like I said, that will get any value out of this information. Share it, pass it along, do us that favor. It's the biggest thing that you can do for us, the most gracious thing you can do for us. And we appreciate it. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all later.